我宁可他骂我，不原谅我，也不要这个样子。
Anyway, so that was your Chinese cultural lesson for today. So I've actually talked about this in previous games in the series, but I figured I might as well give you another lesson today. And about how silly, how the practice is completely... It actually is really bad, but you know... It doesn't cure sickness. It doesn't actually cure sickness. Unless you actually believe in its superstitial power. But anyway, let me go ahead and retranslate what she said here. I thought of the thousands or hundreds of scenarios where we would reunite. I would rather he have scolded me and not be unwilling to forgive me. I didn't want this to happen. Or I would have preferred that over this. So yeah, she's basically saying like she would rather have actually gotten to see him than to have found out that he was dead.
那我们要怎么做才能帮你？
It's basically like at least if she met him, she would know he was safe, even if he didn't. He was angry at her for what she had done, but he won't even get to do that because he died. Allow me to translate what Mengli says. Well then, so what can we do, to help you?
如今后悔也没用了，我根本不知道秦家把相公葬在哪里，我只想去千佛塔，在他的牌位前上炷香，请他原谅我以前的不懂事。
I see. Oh, okay, this doesn't seem like an unreasonable request. And let's see. Well, now it is useless to have regret. I really don't know where the Qin family buried my husband. All I want to do is go to Chen Fo Ta. All I want to go is the thousand Buddha pagoda, and burn some incense sticks in front of his grave tablet. In front of his tablet, I guess, like. Yeah, so Tian has been carrying his father's grave tablet around. Burn some incense in front of his tablet and ask him to forgive me for not being understanding back then before. Memorial tablet. Thank you. I was just like, grave tablet, memorial tablet. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of those even today, and they usually have the name of the person that they are indicating. It's more for not everybody could afford a super tomb like the king of Huainan, but he was king.
点炷香有什么难的？我天天都会点给我爹呀。
What's so hard? What's so hard about burning some sticks of incense? I have to do it every day for my pa.
云少侠有所不知，陈州的千佛塔中共有佛门圣物，塔顶有圣光投下，所以不单是本城，许多有钱人都千里迢迢把亲眷的牌位送来此地，想要他们的魂灵受佛祖保佑。
Oh, pretty cool. 不懂事 is usually translated to ignorance. I guess sometimes I feel like you have to translate it literally. Like back then, I lacked understanding. I know normally because it doesn't necessarily mean you're ignorant. It just means that you lacked wisdom too. So I guess it works in both contexts. I think it just depends on what context you're talking about. 不懂事 is very commonly used in modern Chinese too, so that's why I get to use it a lot. Especially when old people say like, you don't understand, and then I get angry. How dare you, old people? I understand perfectly. No, I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. Don't actually do that to your grandpa and grandma. I think, unless they're senile. Even then, if they're senile, reasoning with them is a little bit hard. Lol. Anyway. Mr. Yun, there's something you don't know. Let's see. The Thousand Buddha Pagoda in Chenzhou. Chenzhou is a place for the holy objects of Buddha. Let's see. Of the Buddha. Of the Buddhists. I'm trying to think of a nice, elegant way of saying this. Of the sacred objects of Buddha. On the top of the tower, there is also the holy light comes down. So not only from this city, but many but not only from this city, but many many rich people come from many li away to to send the memorial tablet of their loved ones to this place, so that way they can receive the protection of Buddha for their souls, or for the loved ones' souls.
秦家当然也是一样，他们还曾经捐钱修塔，和方丈也颇有交情。或许是秦家知会过什么，那些僧人根本不让我进塔。我也想过在夜里进去，可是为了守护圣物，那儿夜里更是有武僧把守。
I see. That's a Fang Zhang. Oh, I did not know that's like for the abbots. So it basically means like the workers, the monks. Not really the monks, I guess. They're just like the people who are in the temple. You know, I actually don't know what the hierarchy of an abbot is, but you know, I need to like, I just don't know that much about Buddhism in the end. Anyway, because it's not my own religion, but I really should. I do have an aunt who is Buddhist. Yeah, we both have two different religions, but it's cool. I mean, like, that's just the way things are. Let's see. The Qing family is, of course, the Qing family is the same, and they've even donated money to fix the tower. So I'm sure they must have some kind of relationship with the abbots, or perhaps the Qin family knows something. But the Buddhists there would not let me into the tower. I even thought about going inside at night, but at night, in order to protect the sacred objects, there are some warrior monks standing guard. Sorry, I misinterpreted that. My bad. The Qin family, it's not that the Qin family knew something. Oh, I see. It doesn't. Oh. I forgot. 知会 is to tell and inform. So, the Qin family told the monks about me, but they definitely would not let me into the temple, into the pagoda. So basically, she's not allowed in, and she wants to sneak in at night, but she can't either because there are some warrior monks that guard the place in order to protect the sacred objects at night, which makes sense. I mean, like, I'm sure thieves will be salivating to take some of those sacred objects.
我看得出诸位身手不凡，只想请你们帮我，让我进入塔内，击败王夫。
Oh. Ooh, we get to do thief work. I can deal with that. And let's see. I see that all of you are clearly extraordinary. I wanted to ask you to help me so that I may enter into the tower and then and mourn for my husband, or like, let's see. Worship? No, that's not right. What's the word for I guess in this case it's visit my dead husband.
可是，以你的剑术，竟然打不过那些和尚。
But even with your level of swordsmanship, you aren't able to defeat those monks?
说来
Pay
也
respect.
是阴差
Thank you.
阳错。 当初听到相公过世，我伤心欲绝。想到他生前不惜我舞刀弄剑，便立下重誓，再也不使用一身武艺。谁又料到，后来有着许多波折。
Oh, I see. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to. Okay, just checking. Let's see. Now that we're speaking about this, it is a strange combination of circumstances. Let's see. At the time when I had heard my husband had passed away, I was sad to the point of, or like, 伤心欲绝. I was sad to the point of heartbreak. I remembered I didn't thought about when he was alive how he didn't like the fact that I was how do I say this? 武道弄剑, or like basically that I was involved with swords. Not involved might be a weird word. Let me think. That I dealt with swords? Yeah. Yeah, basically you're inconsolable. Okay. Well, it means that you're really, really sad. That I didn't like that it was involved with swords, or like, yeah, that I was involved with. I'll just say involved with swords. That's just the easiest way. It just basically means she knew swordsmanship. So that's why he made me promise that I would no longer use any form of martial arts. Oh, but who would have thought that in the end who would have thought that afterward there would have been so many twists and turns?
那以后，我一直在陈州街头弹琴，想要找到心地善良又身怀武艺的人帮帮我。
So basically, I guess she hasn't used her martial arts in a while, so she's a bit rusty. Or she made a serious oath not to use. Wait, when was that? So she decided to. Oh, right. She remembered that he asked her. He said he never liked it, so she made an oath to stop it. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. You're right. These. Let's see. He can't tell her to stop using the. Okay, this right. Yeah, he's dead, so he can't tell her to stop. So that's why I decided not to use it anymore. So she doesn't want to use it. I see. Now that's why she doesn't want to use. That's why it's a problem. You know, this would be a lot easier if you could fight too. Oh, never mind. I don't know. I understand why she feels that way. She feels it's very important. Anyway. So afterwards, I always played my instrument in the streets of Zhou, and I wanted to find a person who knew martial arts, who was kind and a kind martial artist to help me.
那秦家人也太过分了，人都入土了，祭拜一下又不会怎样。这个忙我是帮定了。
Nice. Oh, okay. Well, that was good. Yes, oaths are very important. I know. I was just saying, like, well, from a practical standpoint, you could say screw it and do and try to fight him, but I mean, yeah, no, you can't. Obviously, she does. That's very important. Let's see. That Chen family has gone too far. The person is already buried. buried. There should be no harm in just paying respects to him for a moment. Well, I will definitely help you with this.
对，我也要去。
Right, I'll go too.
既然这样，是否需要我们今夜就进入千佛塔？
Anyway, yeah, I know. At least Ling Shao's like, oh, okay. She changed her mind so easily. Lol. Anyway, Meng Li says, like, since this is the case, is it... Do you need us to... Do you need us to enter into the 1000 Buddha Pagoda tonight?
有劳各位，你们的大恩大德，我一生一世都铭记在心。
I'm... or basically, like... Yo Lao? If I may trouble all of you, your great kindness I will remember in my heart for all... or like, I will remember my heart for... 一生一世 for my entire life? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, let me go ahead and rephrase that. Your kindness I will remember my heart for the rest of my life.
你太客气了，我还想听你弹琴唱歌呢，所以也不算白帮你。
Anyway, like... Meng Li says, you're too kind. I also wanted to hear you play a song. So then it can't be said that we are helping you with for no reason. So yeah, basically, or not no reason, that we are not helping you for it. Like, oh, never mind. This is, you guys get the idea.
多谢。这样，今日戌时，我便在湖心岛的千佛塔下等你们。
Oh, okay. 虚实? Oh no, what does this time mean? So it's like, 7 to 9 p.m.? Okay, cool. Curses, because they didn't use number and dian. Like, modern Chinese doesn't use this word for time anymore. So in ancient China, they used different units. So that's why I don't know it from the top of my head. So I have to look at it. I'm like, what was this again? So yeah, 7 to 9 p.m. Your chat lag is slow. Don't worry about it. Anyway, Qingji says, like, many thanks. How about this? Today at around 7 to 9 p.m. I will wait for you at the 1000 Buddha Tower Pagoda on Huxing Island. Huxing? Okay. Huxing Island. Okay, cool. I promise. Or like, 一言为定. It basically means like that's a promise, or like it means like, or it's like I shall do it. Like I agree with this. Let's do this. But I'm trying to think, how would I translate it in this context? Lake Heart Island? What a beautiful name. I know. I was like, the heart of the lake island? That's a pretty neat name. It's a deal. I know. I guess it has to be a deal, right? It's a deal. Alright, off she goes. Sorry, that took a while to translate. My gosh, that's a long story.
唉，老天爷也太会作弄人了吧！明明是一段好姻缘，偏偏变成这样。
I know. Oh. Or how do I say this? Oh, don't you think the God in heaven is too good at messing with people? Clearly it was a happy marriage, and then it turned into this.
这次也多亏云公子误打误撞，不然我们可能就错过了。
Well, it's this time it's all thanks to Mr. Yin for for bumbling around, I guess. I think there are 2 interesting side quests I think are worth doing. One is in the house, another is near a car. Yeah, we're gonna do some ransacking before we go into the inn, of course. This time it's all thanks to Mr. Yin's running or like bumbling around. Let's see. Ooh, da. Yeah, it's like, I guess it is like this time it's all thanks to Mr. Yin not acting before thinking. Otherwise, we might have missed this.
是吗？
Otherwise, we would have missed. We would miss this opportunity, I guess. Tianhe says like, really?
少得意，秦姬的事和你乱跑胡闹根本是两回事。
Oh. Don't get too happy. Like, Qingji, the matter with Qingji and your running off and causing a ruckus are 2 completely different matters.
Oh.
What he said.
到戌时还早，不如我们先在城里四处看看。
It will be a while before before the period became 7 to 9 p.m. Wow, that sounds really weird when I say it. Before 7 p.m. Perhaps we should go around the city, and perhaps we should go look around the city.
好啊，被这样一闹，我精神又好些了呢。去逛一逛，要是能遇上怀硕他们就太好了。
Oh, that would be pretty cool. Let's see. All right. If 被这样一闹, what does that mean? Now that and also, why do we get another side quest again? We got a mandatory side quest. Fun stuff, right, guys? So I guess like, all right. Well, after all that, I feel like my energy's a lot better now. Yeah, I guess yeah. All right. Well, I guess it is after this mess. Yeah. Who now? I guess like. All right. Well, after all that, my energy's a lot better now. Let's go. Let's go walk around. And if we were able to run into Huaishuo, then Huaishuo and then the others, that would be so awesome.
若是累了，再去客栈歇息。
Well, if we get tired, then we can go to the inn and rest. Yay, Tianhe is back in the party, and Mengli as well. Oy. Sorry for that was long. That took forever to translate. Sorry, I also like had to stop and think for a moment. Yeah, the problem when you do live translation is that you have to rearrange all the words together. And you're just like, sometimes you have to obey the rules of English becomes more difficult when you come from a language with no rules of grammar. Well, I joke. It's not. Chinese grammar is like practically non-existent. Because there's like no conjugations, no declensions, no gender. Even verb tense is called you add one word and it's past. You literally don't actually, even the verbs do not have like clear tenses like in Western Romance languages or English for that matter. So if you're ever studying the language, you'll find that the grammar for Chinese is pretty like simple. And we have run-on sentences galore, and it doesn't really matter. So it's kind of a free-for-all. But I mean, like, that also means like Chinese grammar is among the easiest to learn, because there is very, very simple rules. By that I mean like no rules at all, but yeah, almost practically no rules. So it's a lot easier than Japanese grammar, for instance, or English grammar. Hell, English grammar is kind of a mess too, to be perfectly honest with you. As a speaker of the language. A boat, you say? Or here's a house and the cart. Alright, well, we're gonna try to ransack this very special boat. I wonder what kind of boat this is with all the women standing around. I mean, it could be just a show boat. Yep, as I thought. It's a show boat. I'm not gonna talk to anybody because I have nothing interesting. I don't feel like dealing with it, translating it. Yeah, the thing I'm finding, like, it's actually, like, if we had more time, I would totally, like, translate every single NPC conversation, but no. Yeah, so if you study Chinese, it's actually pretty neat. I love Chinese. Is the most difficult part is memorization because a lot of vocabulary and characters. You have to memorize all the characters and the vocabulary as well. And of course, generally it's pretty logical, but sometimes you'll run into like those things like expressions and 成语, which don't mean what their literal words together mean. So those are always interesting. Like, although like 成语 kind of exists in Japanese, it's not nearly as common. With Japanese, a lot of times you just have to figure out that the characters don't all sound the same. Like the same character can have 3 or 4 different pronunciations because based on context, and that makes it very difficult for English. I mean, like for Chinese speakers, it's a pain, but for English speakers, even worse because you just don't know. You've never seen the character before. Oh, doggy. I only wanted to talk to the doggy. Doggy. Okay, so this is a blacksmith. Yeah, Japan. Oh yeah, even monkeys fall off trees. Yes. Now let's see what's available in the blacksmith area. Oh, you use the spacebar to look for items. Cool. Oh no! The loading times for this town are a bit longer because it's a bigger town. Man, I really wish I had gotten an SSD for this laptop, but I would have to rebuy the game because right now I can't deactivate the game and reactivate it, which is really dumb. But you know, I can obtain a new weapon for him. This is called the light. The blade of flowing light. I can afford this, so I will buy it. Easy peasy. Any items I can get? Nah. Let's see if I can I buy any, well, I might as well buy these, scrolls to create these weapons. This is called Looking Toward the Moon. I don't know what this weapon actually is, but whatever. This is called the... Oh, what is this actually? Wow, apparently there's a lot of conversations going on social media that I'm totally missing out on because I'm doing this, but it's all good. Buy all the scrolls again because you might as well, right? Oh. Like the sword that holds beauty or something for men. Sure. I can afford it because I have tons of money right now. And this is called the wind of the pine. Can grab the cloud. Don't know. Oh, this is for Mengli. Sweet. It's an instrument for her. This is only the the blueprints to make that weapon. You have to actually refine it, and unfortunately I don't have the items to deal with it. So I will have to wait. So you need like some wood and some like red iron stones, which I don't have. I have to steal it from more enemies. I haven't been able to find any of interest, so we'll have to wait till later to try to refine these. Might as well buy all the scrolls. These are items that are just for like, wait, red iron stones. I happen to have this. I'll buy 2 for now. Sometimes you'll just have to buy the materials from the